Diane Keaton, at 78 years old, looks more elegant than many women in their 40s. Why? She avoids the 8 types of blouses that turn any outfit into a fashion disaster after 60. While you may spend $200 on a trendy blouse, she chooses pieces that cost half as much and look twice as expensive. The secret is not in your budget. It is in what you need to stop wearing. The third mistake on this list? It is already in your wardrobe, and you have probably worn it this week without realizing it silently screams "no style" to everyone who sees you. But there is a simple way to transform that. And the best part? It costs nothing more than a smart decision. If you want to develop a style that reflects your maturity with elegance, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Your future self will thank you for making that decision today. And leave a like. Each one shows me that you value true elegance as much as I do. Mistake number 6 might be ruining all your outfits without you even knowing it. The fit mistake. Blouses that make you look like a poor imitation of yourself. Helen Mirren, at 79 years old, looks more powerful than executives in their 40s by wearing blouses that actually serve her. Why? She understands that fit is the difference between looking elegant and looking lost. The truth is, most women over 60 make the same fatal mistake, choosing blouses that are either too tight or too loose, as if there were no middle ground between looking wrapped like a gift or squeezed uncomfortably. This happens because we believe hiding is protecting, but in reality, we are broadcasting our insecurities to the whole world. So when a blouse follows your body without squeezing or swallowing your silhouette, it creates a line that whispers class instead of shouting desperation. But here's the problem. Finding that balance after 60 requires you to stop shopping based on who you used to be and start shopping based on who you are now. The solution? 3 simple tests reveal the truth. First, raise your arms above your head. If the blouse rises more than 5 centimeters from your waist, it is too tight. Second, sit down and cross your arms. The blouse should follow the movement without pulling or creating tension at the shoulders. Third, check if your bra line is showing through the back or sides. If it is, you are unnecessarily compressing your body. Look at yourself from the side in the mirror. Your blouse should create a smooth line from shoulder to hip, with no bunching or tugging. This is not vanity, it is self-respect translated into fabric. But the second mistake is even trickier, and you probably made it this morning. Mistake number 2. Fabrics that make you look like a poorly made inflatable doll. Oprah Winfrey is never seen wearing cheap polyester, but millions of women over 60 still believe this synthetic fiber is a smart choice. That is because we confuse practicality with laziness, but in reality, we are paying a high price to look inexpensive. Shiny synthetic fabrics create a visual effect that screams cheap outlet clearance, even when the item cost a small fortune. They build static, pill after 2 washes, and feel like a plastic bag in disguise. So when you choose polyester for convenience, you are actually choosing to look careless. Here's the paradox. Natural fabrics like cotton, linen, and silk cost more, but make any piece look 3 times more expensive than it really is. That is because natural fibers have weight, drape, and texture that whisper quality instead of shouting for approval. The solution is in your hands, literally. 2 simple tests reveal the truth. First, run your hand over the fabric several times. If it heats up quickly and feels sticky, it is cheap synthetic. Second, grab a handful of the fabric and hold it tightly for 5 seconds. If it comes out perfectly smooth, it is too synthetic. If it wrinkles slightly and falls back naturally, you have found quality. High-quality fabrics move with you, not against you. They breathe, they age beautifully, and they turn an $80 blouse into something that looks like it costs $300. Mistake number 3, turning yourself into a walking botanical garden. Carolina Herrera, at 85 years old, remains an icon of elegance, but you will rarely see her wearing prints that speak louder than she does. That is because she understands that when your blouse has more personality than you, something is wrong with the equation. Many women after 60 believe that bold floral prints are a symbol of femininity, but in reality, they create a visual effect that whispers, "trying too hard" to anyone who looks. When you choose a blouse with 15 different colors and flowers, the size of dinner plates, you are asking people to notice your clothing first and you second. Here is the cruel paradox. The more eye-catching the print, the less elegant you appear. This happens because loud patterns compete with your presence rather than enhance it. A blouse with clashing designs makes you the supporting act in your own look. The solution lies in scale and subtlety. 3 simple tests tell you if you got it right. First, hold the blouse at arm's length. If you can clearly identify all the elements of the print, it is too loud. Second, stand 2 meters away from a mirror. If the first thing you see is the print, it is overpowering you. Third, count the colors in the print. If there are more than 4, it is too much. Delicate florals on neutral backgrounds, classic stripes, or simple geometric patterns whisper sophistication. Once you master the art of discreet prints, people stop noticing your blouse and start noticing your elegance. The difference is that one makes you look well-dressed, the other makes you look overdressed. But the fourth mistake is even more devastating, and it is hiding just beneath your nose. Mistake number 4, turning your neck into a textile prison. Brigitte Macron, at 71 years old, still looks decades younger in public appearances because she discovered that high and closed necklines are the kiss of death for mature women. That is because the wrong neckline creates a horizontal line that draws attention to exactly where you do not want it. Still, many women over 60 believe that covering everything equals elegance. Round, tightly closed collars make your face appear wider and your neck shorter, which visually adds years to your look. So when you choose a blouse that reaches all the way to the base of your neck in the name of modesty, you are actually creating a trap that ages you. Here is the paradox. Revealing less skin in the right way can make you look younger than exposing more skin out of desperation. That is because V-neck and scoop necklines create vertical lines that elongate the neck and direct the gaze upward toward your face. The solution lies in strategic geometry, subtle necklines that create length without vulgarity. A discreet V-neck under a blazer works like an anti-aging trick. A softly rounded neckline paired with a delicate necklace is pure sophistication. The key is not to show skin, it is to create lines that enhance your facial structure. But the 5th mistake is so common, it is probably happening to you right now. Mistake number 5, wearing colors that turn you into a well-dressed ghost. Helen Mirren, at 79 years old, glows in shades that make her skin appear luminous. But millions of women over 60 still cling to the colors that worked for them in their 30s as if they were sacred relics. That is because we confuse loyalty with stubbornness. But in truth, we are sabotaging our appearance out of nostalgia. Your natural coloring changes over time. Your skin loses pigment, your hair becomes lighter, and your eyes may appear less vibrant. So when you insist on wearing that dramatic black that made you look powerful at 35, it may now be draining all the life from your face. Here's the cruel paradox. The safe colors you choose to avoid mistakes are often the ones that make you disappear. The solution is in the natural light mirror test. Hold different blouses near your face and see which one makes your skin look brighter and your eyes more alive. A cream blouse instead of pure white might bring compliments to your complexion. A soft sage green instead of strong black might make people ask if you just returned from vacation. The right colors do not just match, they rejuvenate. But the 6th mistake is so subtle that it is sabotaging your credibility without you even realizing it. Mistake number 6, turning yourself into a walking museum of past decades. Diane Keaton remains a style icon at 78 years old because her look evolved with her. However, millions of women after the age of 60 still wear blazers with shoulder pads as if they were armor against time. This happens because we confuse nostalgia with elegance, when in reality, we are building a barrier between ourselves and the present world. You may be wearing classic pieces that are actually fashion relics from the 1990s, boxy shirts, blouses with exaggerated ruffles, cuts that scream, "I stopped evolving 20 years ago." So when you cling to styles that were perfect in the past, you are literally aging yourself by 10 years because your clothing is announcing that you gave up on adapting. Here's the paradox. What you call classic may actually be fear of change disguised as good taste. That is because elegance is not about age, it is about evolution. A white shirt will always be elegant, but the cut and proportions must reflect current sophistication, not fashion nostalgia. The solution lies in smart updating. Replace that outdated blazer with a modern version that has updated updated lines. Same color, same quality, but with proportions that speak to the year 2025, not 1995. People will notice something different about you, but they will not be able to explain why. But mistake number 7 is the most devastating of all, and it is literally aging you by 10 years. Mistake number 7, turning your silhouette into an unresolved mystery. Diane von Furstenberg, at 75 years old, still wears her iconic wrap dresses that define the waist because she understands that hiding this area is like erasing your femininity with an eraser. Many women after 60 believe that loose, flowy blouses are a symbol of elegance, when in fact they are creating a shapeless silhouette that makes them look larger and less sophisticated. When you hide your waist with fabric that floats around your body, you are missing the opportunity to create a universally flattering hourglass shape. Every blouse you leave untucked is working against you, not for you, adding volume where you need definition. Here is the paradox. Showing your waist after 60 does not mean squeezing it to the point of discomfort. It means revealing it strategically. That is because waist definition adds structure and instant sophistication to any look, turning an ordinary outfit into something intentional and elegant. The solution lies in styling techniques that cost nothing. Full tuck, the entire blouse tucked in; half tuck, only one side; or French tuck, the front tucked in, the back left loose. Add a quality belt that shows where your waist naturally is. This simple trick completely transforms your silhouette without spending a single extra dollar. But mistake number 8 is even more insidious, and it is probably in your drawer right now. Mistake number 8, dressing the woman you were, not the one you are. Martha Stewart, at 83 years old, still looks impeccable because she accepts and values the proportions she has today. Yet millions of women after 60 still dress like ghosts of past decades. That is because we deny that our bodies have changed, when in truth, we are sabotaging our current elegance for the sake of physical nostalgia. You may be wearing styles that looked wonderful at 40 years old, but now make you appear to be fighting your own body. So when you insist on blouses that flatter proportions you no longer have, you are creating visual dissonance that screams disconnected to everyone who sees you. Here is the liberating truth. Accepting your current proportions is not giving up, it is evolving. That is because when you stop fighting your body and begin working with it, you discover a new kind of elegance that is more authentic and powerful than any look from the past. The solution lies in compassionate honesty. Look in the mirror and identify your proportions today. Shoulders wider than before? Look for blouses that balance with your hips. Waist less defined? Create structure with strategic cuts. Bust changed? Adjust necklines and fits. When you dress the woman you are today, not the one you used to be, you discover an elegance that is undeniably your own. Now that you know the 8 deadly style mistake, you are ready for the transformation that changes everything. Every mistake you correct is a step toward authentic elegance. Work with a tailor or learn basic adjustments. Replacing buttons can elevate a blouse from okay to incredible. This is not about hiding who you are. It is about celebrating the woman you have become. When you master these principles, your blouses become your secret weapon for effortless sophistication. You walk into any room and people think she always looks impeccable. That is the power of understanding what truly flatters you today. Elegance is not about age. It is about intention, quality, and self-awareness. Now you have the tools to transform your wardrobe into an arsenal of confidence. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Each like shows me that you value true elegance. Activate the bell icon so you never miss a style secret that could revolutionize your appearance. Which of these mistakes will you correct first? Comment, "My style has evolved," if you enjoyed the video. Your elegance is a journey, not a destination, and you have just taken the first step toward the most sophisticated version of yourself.